Now today we are going to discuss about the first one topic is summer solstice. So in the northern hemisphere, the June solstice occurs when the sun reaches its highest and northernmost point in the sky. It marks the start of summer in the northern half of the globe. In contrast, the June solstice, the southern hemisphere, is when the sun is at its lowest point in the sky, marking the start of winter. The word solstice comes from the Latin word solstium, from sol, that is sun, and stitium means still or stopped, reflecting the fact that on the solstice the sun appears to stop moving in the sky as it reaches its northern or southernmost point, declination for the year as seen from the earth. After the solstice, the sun appears to reverse course and head back in the opposite direction. The motion referred to here is the apparent path of the sun when one views its position in the sky at the same time each day. For example, at local noon over the year, its path from a sort of flattened figure 8 called an anemone. Of course, the sun itself is not moving unless you consider its own orbit around the Milky Way galaxy. Instead, this change in position in the sky that we on Earth notice is caused by the tilt of Earth's axis on its orbit, the sun, as well as Earth's elliptical rather than circular orbit. Now, does the solstice away occurs on the same day? The timing of the June solstice is not based on a specific calendar date or time. It all depends on when the sun reaches its highest or the lowest position. The year longest day. The summer solstice is the day with the longest period of sunlight. Notice how the sun appears highest in the sky at the solstice. Its rays strike Earth at a more direct angle, causing the efficient warming we call summer. Because the sun is highest in the sky on this day, you will notice that your shadow is the shortest than it will be all the year. Now next is winter solstice. The two movements during the year when the path of the sun in the sky is farther south in the northern hemisphere, that is the December 21st or 22, the farthest north in the southern hemisphere, that is 20 of June or 21. At the winter solstice, the sun travels the shortest path through the sky and the day before has the least daylight and the longest night. When the winter solstice happens in northern hemisphere, the north pole is tilted about 23°4 away from the sun because the sun rays are shifted southward from the equator by the same amount. The vertical noon rays are directly overhead at the Tropic of Capricorn. 6 months later, the south pole is inclined about 23.4 degree away from the sun. On this day of the winter solstice, the southern hemisphere, the sun vertical overhead rays progress to their northernmost position, and the Tropic of Cancer, that is 23°27' north. Now there is one more concept of which is related to the equinox. As you see in the figure, they are the special heat zones of India: frigid, temperate, torrid, then again temperate, frigid, which is divided according to the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. So there are two equinox every year, in September and in March. So when the sun shines directly on the equator and the length of the day and night is nearly equal, this is known as equinox.